The Hidden Relationship and Secrets of Luther Vandross. The shocking 2003 leaked audio and Clive Davis's alleged role. In 2003, the music industry was rocked by the emergence of a leaked audio clip, allegedly featuring the iconic Luther Vandross, discussing his complicated relationship with Clive Davis. This tape, which had lain hidden for years, is said to capture Luther speaking candidly about his feelings of manipulation and control. The context is alarming, as it surfaced just months before Luther suffered a devastating stroke, leaving him unable to speak. The whispers surrounding this audio suggest that it contains raw, emotional, and damning revelations, potentially revealing the extent of Clive's influence over Luther's career and personal life. Clive Davis, a titan in the music industry, is known for his role in discovering and nurturing countless stars, but behind that glamorous facade, there are troubling allegations. Insiders claim that Davis held dominion over his artists, maintaining control not just of their careers, but also their personal identities. This has raised eyebrows regarding the potential intimidation and threats that may have loomed over Luther, as he navigated the complexities of fame. The timing of this leak adds another layer of intrigue, as it aligns with Luther's health crisis, leading many to speculate whether the audio was a desperate cry for help, or a confession of the control he felt under Davis's thumb. The implications of this audio, if true, could illuminate a darker, hidden realm of the music industry, where power dynamics dictate not just artistic expression, but also personal truths, forever altering the legacy of both Davis and Vandross. The public's reaction to this revelation could be immense, unraveling the fabric of trust that once defined the relationships within this celebrated industry. Clive Davis's influence in the music industry. Clive Davis, a powerhouse in the music industry, has changed the landscape like few others. He is known for discovering legends, such as Whitney Houston and Alicia Keys, and his role in molding their careers is undeniable. Davis's ability to spot talent, combined with his keen understanding of market dynamics, has led to numerous chart-topping hits. His legendary parties, where music executives and artists gather, are infamous for the deals made behind closed doors, often shaping the future of many artists. Over the decades, his influence has not only propelled careers, but it has also sparked questions about the cost of fame. Many artists have thrived under his mentorship, yet others have criticized a system ripe with control, manipulation, and exploitation. Davis has been accused of keeping artists' personal lives under wraps, protecting not only their images, but also his brand. This raises an important question: was Clive a protector, or was he profiting from their silence? Additionally, with his recent memoir revelations, a narrative began to overlay a past shrouded in secrecy. As artists found their voices, the complexities of his influence became apparent. The dark shadows of the industry often mask the true stories behind the music. Davis's power, coupled with a legacy of excellence, represents not only success, but the inherent struggles of artists navigating fame. It is a double-edged sword, where triumph comes at a price, leaving many to wonder about the true costs of institutional control. The culture of silence and control in the industry. The music industry has long been criticized for its culture of silence and control, where artists often feel trapped within a system that prioritizes profit over personal expression. This culture manifests itself in various ways, creating an environment where vulnerability is exploited and fear silences those who may dare to speak out. The influence of powerful executives, like Clive Davis, highlights how this system operates, creating an atmosphere of compliance rather than creativity. In a world where the image of an artist is meticulously crafted, artists themselves must navigate a fine line between authenticity and the demands of their labels, leading to emotional turmoil. As rumors surrounding figures like Luther Vandross suggest, many artists fear that exposing their true selves will jeopardize their careers, losing not just their fame, but potentially their entire livelihoods. This cycle perpetuates a culture where silence is valued, and truth becomes a commodity. Artists are often told to stay quiet about their personal lives, enforcing a facade that resonates with their audience but distorts their reality, leaving them feeling isolated. The legacy of suffering, both mentally and emotionally, is ingrained in this industry, as countless individuals are forced to mask their authentic selves in a quest for success. Recent allegations and leaked audio clips serve as potent reminders that the cost of this silence runs deep, as artists continue to grapple with their identities while struggling against the system. Ultimately, as these stories unfold, it's clear that the culture of silence and control needs a reckoning. Artists deserve to reclaim their voices, to share their truths without fear of retribution, and to break the chains that bind them to a system of manipulation. The connection to P. Diddy and the next generation. As the music industry continues to evolve, the shadow of Clive Davis looms large, particularly with his influence on P. Diddy, who emerged as a titan in his own right. Diddy's rise to power can be traced back to the mentorship he received from Davis, which has led to a chilling speculation. Did Clive pass down his controversial blueprint, designed to control and manage artists, to Diddy? Many believe he did. This influence goes beyond mere business practices. It also instills an unsettling culture where loyalty is often tested through harsh and manipulative tactics. Artists under Diddy's wing have openly questioned their own autonomy, and some have echoed concerns that resonate with those expressed about Luther Vandross's experiences under Clive. The parallels are striking, as both artists sought fame yet found themselves mired in a system that emphasized compliance over self-expression. Recent allegations concerning Diddy's business gatherings have reignited discussions on exploitation and the unspoken pressures within the music world, creating a narrative where young talent, in pursuit of success, could be easily led astray. Did Diddy learn from the same playbook that Clive used on Luther? These questions are critical as we begin peeling back layers of the industry's murky past. With revelations and leaks emerging, it's not just about the past, but what could unfold in the future. Perhaps, just as we uncovered the secrets of Luther's life, we will soon delve into the truths for the next generation of artists under Diddy's command. This cultural reckoning may finally push recent artists to reclaim their narratives, seeking to break the cycle of silence that has long plagued them. The connection between P. Diddy and the artists emerging today paints a complex picture of power dynamics, mentorship, and the battle for artistic freedom as they carve their own paths in music history. The aftermath and public reckoning. The recent leak of audio featuring Luther Vandross has ignited a firestorm of controversy, raising uncomfortable questions about the music industry and its practices. Clive Davis, once hailed as a mentor to many stars, now finds himself facing accusations of manipulation and exploitation. Fans and insiders are buzzing with theories, debating whether this leak is a form of revenge or a much-needed redemption for Luther, who could never publicly speak his truth. With this audio exposing potential control and complexity behind his silence, public opinion shifts dramatically. Many are now scrutinizing the industry, questioning how many others have been silenced in a similar way. Did the fear of losing their careers or public backlash keep powerful artists from revealing their real stories? The overall response has been a mix of outrage, disbelief, and a growing movement for transparency, where artists may finally feel empowered to share their truths. Activists and advocates are now calling for sweeping changes, urging future artists to break free from the stranglehold of manipulation. Many are starting to connect the dots, recognizing patterns of control that stretch back for decades. This newfound awareness has led to a pivotal moment, where many believe the system will have to reckon with, and accountability is demanded. The era of silence may be coming to an end, with Luther's story serving as a catalyst for change, challenging the norms that have perpetuated exploitation for far too long. The aftermath of this leak signifies just the beginning, pushing the boundaries of what artists are willing to share, and encouraging a public reckoning that could reshape the industry landscape. Luther Vandross's true legacy beyond the music. Luther Vandross was not only a musical icon, celebrated for his silky smooth voice and unforgettable ballads, but also a man whose life story reflects the struggles and triumphs of countless artists hidden in the shadows of the industry. Behind his chart-topping hits like Never Too Much and Dance with My Father, lies a narrative of vulnerability, silence, and strength. Vandross navigated a music landscape that often demanded secrecy and adherence to societal norms, particularly regarding his sexuality. This was a time when many artists felt the pressure to conform, to fit a mold created by record labels, and, thus, failed to speak their truth. For Vandross, this profound silence came at a personal cost. Though he achieved remarkable success and inspired millions, he carried the weight of unspoken truths, reflecting the experiences of many Black artists. His passion for love, the yearning for connection, and the challenge of maintaining a public persona in a judgmental world resonate deeply. Luther's legacy is, therefore, intertwined with issues of identity, honesty, and the fight against the constraints imposed by the industry. His story urges future generations of artists to embrace their true selves, to stand tall in the face of adversity, and to find solace and strength in their vulnerability. Beyond the music, Vandross's impact is felt in the hearts of those who continue to challenge the status quo, his essence reminding us that true artistry transcends mere performance, it is about authenticity. In a world where many still struggle to find their voice, Luther Vandross remains a beacon of light, teaching us that the journey to authenticity is just as important as the music itself. The big question, will the truth set future artists free? As the music industry reels from recent revelations, the spotlight turns to the future. Will upcoming artists find the courage to speak out? Can the truth really set them free? Many have lived under the weight of silence, fearing retaliation from powerful industry figures. The legacy of musicians like Luther Vandross sheds light on how hush-hush tactics have kept artists compliant. Yet now, with whispers turning into roars, there's a shift in the air. Social media amplifies voices that were once muted, and it's clearer than ever that truth can be liberating. But the risks remain significant. Artists may lose fans, contracts, or even their careers if they dare to tell their stories. The question lingers, can they navigate this tightrope in a way that ensures their safety? The potential for a ripple effect exists. If one artist breaks their silence, others may follow in a wave of authenticity. In a society increasingly demanding transparency, the pressure builds for artists to share their truth. It's about more than just personal redemption, it's about reformation within an industry that has long thrived on control and exploitation. As the world watches, the hope is that a new generation of creatives will rise, unafraid to challenge the status quo. Will they be brave enough to step into the light and redefine what it means to be an artist today? The answer might just reshape the entire landscape of the music industry and free future artists from the chains of silence. Luther Vandross's journey through the music industry highlights the delicate balance between art and personal truth. His remarkable talent, coupled with the emotional struggles he faced, resonates with many artists today. As we reflect on his legacy, it becomes increasingly clear that the triumphs and challenges of his career are intertwined with the complexities of fame. The recently surfaced audio illustrates not only his struggles but also the web of manipulation and control within industry dynamics. This revelation serves as a stark reminder of the cost of success, especially for artists who feel pressured to hide their identities. The discussions ignited by the leaked audio suggest that many artists, current and future, may now find the courage to uncover their truths. As boundaries blur and the industry evolves, it's essential to recognize the voices of those who've been silenced. Ultimately, Luther's story is not just about one individual, it embodies a broader narrative of resilience, identity, and empowerment in the face of adversity. As audiences, we are called to engage more profoundly with artists' journeys and perspectives, recognizing that behind every song, there are stories worth telling. Our understanding of their art deepens when informed by both their struggles and achievements. As we look toward the future, we must champion transparency and support artists in sharing their complete stories. The music industry must shift toward an environment where authenticity is celebrated rather than stifled. Such change will allow future generations of artists to thrive, unabashedly expressing their identities and sharing their truths without fear of retribution or control.